Some of you loyal viewers might remember a video that I made back in April of 2017 about my daily rabbit routine. Now, when I made that video, knowing how incredibly boring my life is, I thought maybe if I am lucky, the video could get a couple thousand views. Fast forward 2 years, and I am flabbergasted that the video is up to almost 500,000 views. It truly humbles me. I don't feel deserving of all of the attention and the kind words, but I truly appreciate everyone who has watched that and the support that I get from you guys. So I thought today might be a good day to fulfill the many requests for an updated daily routine. Now, I keep trying to tell people not much has changed, but I have downsized a bit over the past 2 years. So things have opened up a bit in the bunny barn, and I haven't had many babies throughout the past few months, but I happen to have 2 litters right now. So I thought this might be a great time to do such a video because you could also see some really adorable babies. They're at probably about their cutest age right now, right around 4 or 5 weeks, and see what you think. I just got in the barn and I'm going to show you the reality of how messy a bunny is overnight. Here's Camilla, not too bad. You'll see a lot of poo balls and a lot of hay mess. Hi, Anna. There is a lot of hay they won't eat from this orchard grass. That's this stuff, but it's cheap enough that it doesn't really matter. The babies, the mess that Hazel's babies have made. Yep. Hi, guys. They don't have urine accidents, but they're little poo balls everywhere, which we have to clean. Sunny's made a pile of hay. Hi, Sunny Jim. Timmy, oh yeah, there we go. We have a waterfall of hay. Then we have Cora's babies. They've made a mess. It looks like everybody's hungry. And it's about 7:30 on a Saturday morning, so they're ready to be fed and get out for the day. So there you have it. There's the mess. Now, let's clean it up. Now, bunnies don't normally need to be bathed, but sometimes in babies especially, they can get a little bit of poop stuck on the bottom, so this baby's getting just his bottom washed. It's okay. Real happy about it too, can't you see? Come on. Poop in the water. Time to wash a food dish. I'll clean another dish and poop from a baby bottom. Seems gross, I know. And it is. I'm still using the same Sherwood rabbit pellets for my bunnies. This is the Adult Complete. They also have an Adult Professional formula for rabbits who are really good hay eaters, but not all of mine are great hay eaters, so I just feed the Complete. It has more hay in it, so it has the higher fiber, and fiber is really important for pushing hair and hay and food through the GI tract. So I use the Adult Complete, and then this is the baby formula. This is just a 1/4 cup, and you can free feed the Sherwood, and basically they get as much as they want, but I just measure. That way I know that my bunnies are eating. You always want to make sure your bunny is eating, and if you're just dumping it in the dish, it's hard to measure how much they're eating. So I do a 1/4 cup in the morning, and then up to another 1/4 cup in the evening if they need it. They can have more if they want, but only the moms and babies tend to eat more. And then they get unlimited hay. And then I have a little topping mix, and this is totally optional. They don't need oats, but these are raw, organic, thick cut oats. I have some high protein oats mixed in there, and then there's a little bit of comfrey leaf, dried comfrey, and then I often put some of this Small Pet Select echinacea in there. It's supposed to help with immune support, and most of them will eat it. I just put a little sprinkle in there. So it's mostly oats, and I might give, people ask how much I give. I don't really have a scientific measurement. I just give like a pinch. So, and what I would do is I put a pinch, maybe pinch on the bottom. I have found that if you don't put the oats underneath, and then when you dump it out, they'll be on top. If you have the oats so that they're on the bottom of the food dish or mixed in, most of my rabbits will dig through their dishes and make a mess and waste a lot of food. So if the oats are on top, everything is usually a-okay. I do have a container full of the Sherwood digestive tablets. I just poured them in this container because it's easier to feed. Anytime the bunny is molting, or I might see a little bit extra fur in their poop, or I might see a little bit of mushy poop, then I give them a digestive tablet. For the hay, this is a mixture of hay that we get from a local farm and orchard grass, which has a lot of clover in it. Not this handful, but it does have a good amount of clover in it, which they love. It's like bunny crack, I always say. They love it. This is Small Pet Select Orchard Medley. It's orchard grass with some alfalfa. Now you don't want a lot of alfalfa because most rabbit foods already have alfalfa, and alfalfa is rich and it can make some rabbits overweight. But there's a mixture of alfalfa and orchard grass, and there's supposed to be clover in here. I haven't been able to find much clover in here at all. And there are a lot of little pieces in there. This is how I order my Small Pet Select hay. This is the bulk box. I don't remember the exact poundage on here, but we have second cut Timothy, which they don't really love this, so I might be giving this to the goats. And then this is the Orchard Medley. Has the alfalfa and the orchard grass, and there is a little bit of clover in here, hardly any. I wish it had more clover, but I understand that varies with the harvest. So I use this and the hay that we buy locally, and they get unlimited amounts of that. You might be wondering, why don't I just vacuum this hay up? It will definitely clog the vacuum. I have a 4-gallon, 5-horsepower rigid shop vac, and the hose diameter is just under 2 inches, but that's a lot of hay, so it will clog up the vacuum. So I pull out the large clumps of hay in the cage, in the hay racks that the bunnies aren't eating, and then I just sweep up the bulk of it, and that will go to the goats. And then the little pieces of hay and the poo balls will get vacuumed up here shortly. So now it's baby playtime. These are Cora's babies and Hazel's babies. Cora's are right around 4 weeks old, and Hazel's around 5 weeks old. Now it's time to take the adults outside for their exercise. Are you ready? You were born ready, weren't you? Come in. I use the carrier just so I can hold them securely. We do have dogs, and I would hate for a bunny to escape my arms and for one of the dogs to get them. So this works well, and when it's time for them to come inside, they know to hop back in here to be transferred back to their cages. Little moosey moose. This is the little vacuum that I use. As I said before, it's a 4-gallon rigid, 5 horsepower. I did buy this flexible hose as an extra accessory, just because the one that comes with it is pretty rigid, as the name says. And so that's the opening. I believe it's 1 3/4, but I haven't checked lately, so I'm not sure if I remember correctly. Sonny's stomping over there because Anna's hanging out. Yeah, he doesn't like it. Anna's just chilling outside his cage, and he would like to be her boyfriend. Okay, time to clean litter boxes. These are the litter boxes from Hazel and her babies. I take the grate out, and I use this little spatula. Scrape it out, get all the hay out, because I don't want the hay going down the drain. Sometimes you have to scrape the poo balls off. And then all of this just goes straight into our compost pile. You can put it right on your garden. It won't burn your plants, which is a great thing about rabbit poop. Then I just spray them down with a vinegar and water mixture. Sometimes I put some essential oils in here, like peppermint oil, lavender. If there's poop on the rack, I will use this wire brush and scrub it. And every couple days, I just put some soap in here and scrub around. Sometimes I scrub the bottom, but the urine is pretty dried on the bottom. It's really tough to get out. Good rinsing. Try to get most of the water out so it doesn't get soaked up right away into the pine pellets. And then I fill them with a thin layer of compressed pine pellets. I believe these are from Rural King, but Tractor Supply sells them too. They're usually in the horse supply aisle. It's called pelletized bedding. Now, if you only have 1 or 2 bunnies, you may prefer a pelletized recycled newspaper. Yesterday's News is a brand, or shredded cardboard, Carefresh Naturals. And there are other ones too, but this is what I use, and the rabbits don't come into contact with it. I've never had issues with it, and I've used it for years. So just a thin coating. Also, if you can see where your rabbit is going to the bathroom, like you can see back in this corner and this corner, what you can do to save on litter, just put it in the corners that your bunny uses. Now, these litter boxes are for the babies as well, and they pretty much go everywhere in here, so I'm going to put some extra. And that's that. Now I'm going to do the rest. Now it's time to wash bowls and bottles. Now I have some bunnies on bowls because they seem to really prefer that. And I do put moms with babies who are nursing the babies, they get the water bowls because I want to encourage good milk supply. So they use the bowls. And then I have other bunnies that really seem to prefer the bottles. I know a lot of people don't like the bottles, but I have found them to work really well, especially this type of bottle. How I like to clean these bottles is I squirt a little bit of diluted bleach in the top. I also put some in here and let it sit for a while. If you're wondering what this is and why it's in the bottle, this is a plastic ice cube, and it just works nicely as a float, a visible float, so I can be alerted when the water level is really low. If you don't put something like this in there, it can be easy to overlook a bottle that needs refilled. So that's what I do. Now for the bowls, I just put a little bit of soap in here, hot water. I know this is Timmy's bowl because I only have one purple one. But all of the other bowls, I do put the names on the bottom so they get their same bowl back. And then I refill them with reverse osmosis water. They have filtered water. Ideally, this should sit for about 10 minutes with the diluted bleach solution in it to disinfect it. And then I fill it with hot water, scrub it, and rinse it out. Rinse and scrub the top of the bottle using this little brush. Anna just jumped in the box of waste hay that is going to go to the goats. I don't think she's eating much in there, but she probably smells some good scents from the other bunnies. Now, if you're going to feed apple branches, make sure it is from an apple tree that has not been sprayed with pesticides. Please do your research because not all trees are safe for the bunnies to eat. I will disperse the treats now. Then I like to spend some time snuggling and petting the bunnies that are still inside here. Timmy's such a sweet boy. Many of you who are loyal viewers know that Timmy is probably my favorite. Sorry, everybody, cover your ears. He's just so mellow. He gives kisses. He's just a really sweet boy. He likes it, don't ya? Say yummy, let me hold it for you. Yeah, first you have to chin it. You give a rabbit a toy, the first thing they're probably going to do is chin it. They're claiming it. They claim you, they claim their cage, they claim anything you give them. They would claim the air if they could. Hi, Timmy. You're such a good boy. Really, it's only been about 2 hours. And normally, without videoing and stopping to explain things, it takes me an hour to an hour and a half in the morning. And then in the evening, I come through and I feed and I give them hay and I clean up any big messes. And that takes maybe another 15, 20 minutes. And then throughout the day, I do shuffle them in and out so they can exercise. So it's a big commitment. 365 days a year. I feed them, take care of them, hour and a half every morning. No vacations. Even before I eat breakfast, I take care of them. So let's see how everything looks now. Not 100% spick and span, but a lot better. And they do make messes right after I vacuum and clean. Right, Cammie? Yes, you do. Looks pretty clean. Anna's all tired out from running around. The babies are all put away. Their moms are still outside. Goldilocks is outside. Hazel's outside, but her babies are now mostly eating. Hi, guys. Hi, kids. You're so sweet. Hi, Kippers. Hello. Hello. Everything looks pretty nice and tidy. Right, Timmy? Except for some poo balls. Timmy is already marking his territory. Those were all clean. These babies are eating. Some of them do like to use the water bottle too, which is why I have that in there. But they do mostly use the water bowl that's up here. Yep. Daredevil. There's a couple daredevils in here. Like you. Are you a daredevil? You're awfully cute. Time to eat. There you are. There you are. What's on your butt? Oh, what do you think, Timmy? Hi. Well, the bunnies seem happy. They're full. I'm starving. These guys are pretty much done exercising. Hazel's had it. I've had it too, Hazel. I find about 1 to 2 hours is plenty for them out here, especially when it's warmer. Hi, Cora. Goldilocks is ready. Are you ready to come inside? It's about nap time for them. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. I still am dumbfounded that people think my morning routine here is entertaining. Maybe you didn't. It's pretty run-of-the-mill to me, but I do this 365 days a year. Hello, chickens. Any questions? Go ahead and drop them below. Please smash that like button if you found this video entertaining. Thanks for watching, everybody.